Oh, keep the dodging. Oh, get off me. Come on, back. Let's get a heal. Come on. Let's get another drink in before we finish you. That's it, down you go. Excellent. Well, I'm not too sorry about the vampire hunters being eaten. Nasty way to go, but they kind of did seek it out. They knew the risks, or at least I hope they did. You don't look particularly stable, my friend. That's it. More, right. Sugar. Let's get out that corner. Flip. Out the corner. Come on. You want to do this? You've seen I've killed all your friends. I don't want to do this, but I will. Oh, come on. Down you go. Let's leave that one be for the moment. I feel like there is something more for me to do upstairs. We'll have to check that out before we leave. What have you got for me? A couple of shillings. Oh. This looks more like an operating theatre than a morgue. Office of Pembroke Hospital Medical Examiner. Report of investigation. The deceased, Samuel Connor. Race, Caucasoid. Sex, male, age, 39. Home address unknown. Occupation, fisherman. Type of death, natural. Probable cause of death, fast progressing pneumonia by virus-induced pulmonary consolidation, Spanish influenza. Examination attendees, Dr. Corcoran Tippett, Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan, name and signature of medical examiner, Dr. Tibbetts.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Clearly not. He has had his chest cut open. And Nurse Brannigan as well. Used Lister knife. Offhand weapon. Equip it and press to directly absorb blood. Now that seems... I don't know if it's more useful, but we will try it. We'll replace the stake for the moment.
It's locked, all right.
Not found a key for that. Can I make lockpicks, or... Didn't seem any powers about opening locks with shadows or anything like that. I do still have my reflection. At least I'm not going to be caught out by an inconveniently placed mirror. Now... There is another one of these skulls around. Here. That's it, buddy. Don't notice me. Don't notice me. Okay, that does a little bit of damage. Doesn't break the stun, but I think in combination that is a much more effective melee combination of weapons. So that's where I just came from. Don't know how I was trying to get through there. That is well and truly blocked. Oh, John Doe. Alright then, John. Hello. Oh, hello. So he can create a shadow of himself. Come on. Yeah, do you want to do this? Oh, flip you. Sugar. Oh, no. Get off. Come on, take some of that. Oh, come on. Don't stick me in a corner. Nobody puts me in a corner. Oh. I do not have time to reload. Come on, then. Let's do this dance. Oh, come on. No, please. Get off. You're a tough one. So much tougher than the rest. Can I damage your shadow? Go on, give me that. Come on, get your stamina back. Pace, pace. Yeah, I'm ready for you. Lost your advantage now, have you? Feeling a bit on the back foot? Your eyes are glowing something bright. Oh, are the glowing eyes because you're about to use power? No. No. Come on. I'm trying to get my breath back here. Flip. No, come on. Oh. Oh, that was close.
These scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger.
I don't think I will be able to.
To drink blood is so tempting.
Anything else I can heal with without resorting to bleeding myself?
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Any useful reading on here? Excellent. Some more samples, a workbench. Can create a treatment for fatigue. Regenerates 300 health instantly and 150. Treatment for fatigue. Can be used to cure a sick citizen during a dialogue. Treatment for anemia. Treatment for sepsis. So I essentially have to balance the treatments I make against serums I can create. For now, we need a serum. And how does one use? Oh, okay. That didn't actually heal me for all that much. Well, we've finished in here. Let's use the stairs. Well, not a oh, well, I can't use the stairs. Let's jump down. Now, this is one hell of a morgue. What if it's a teaching hospital? This does seem more of a viewing platform. Perhaps. Let's get move on. Let's not sprint too much. If we get somebody jumping on us, I want full stamina ready for action. We've been through here. Was that... I think my eyes are tricking me with button prompts. Oh, hello, sir. You okay? No, he's watching me. Can I go past? We gonna fight? Oh, I can't leave this guy down here. What if another nurse comes in? Well, I'm sorry it has to be this way. Yeah, I know. See, the thing is, with the scalpel, or this Liston knife, I can't really stun an enemy to drink his blood and you make use of the new bite ability I had to deal more damage. I don't really want to switch out the gun. Not at least for another ranged weapon, you know. Well, for another melee weapon instead of a ranged weapon. Let's try the shotgun. Let's go back to the stake. Where are you? Was that the one from before? That I saw waiting for me at the bottom of the stairs? Kind of assumed it was my friend John Doe. Are you all back already? You guys are worse than the rats. Go on, give us a bite. Oh. Shotgun. Right, you know what? Shotgun time. Oh, okay, maybe if I aimed it, that would be better. Oh, this was a mistake. I can't see. Come on. Oh, come on. No. Back up, back up, back up. Heal, back up. Might be a goner. Can I get a heal in? Yes, but it won't be worth it. Blip. Oh, come on. Give me all your blood. That's it. What is that? Ah, okay. So the person is the local investigation. The head is a local investigation. The wallet is in the area of the hospital. Look, I think we might just have to leave those guys be for now. They're very strong, and I'm only one man. Or the vampire. So, is the last chemical in here? It certainly does seem dangerous, leaving those two skulls out there. Just a door away from the hospital. Now, Nurse Crane. Where have you gotten to? Okay, I can't actually create the treatment for fatigue because I use the chemicals to make a serum. I need sodium hypochlorite. Nope, no, I wanted to keep recycling. That's... So we recycle that as well. I can't recycle weapons, it seems. Can I upgrade any of them, though? Primarily the stake. Yes, I can. Add 3 stun points when the weapon hits. Decrease stamina consumption by 10%. Let's go for that. Was this or that? Okay. I'm going to go for the decreased stamina. Stamina is a finite resource. Oh, my sword. I could improve up to 90 damage. What about the guns? How far can they go up? It's damage dealt, decrease reloading time. Can I decrease the reloading time of this? By 25%. I can't really upgrade it. Let's spare the parts for now. I do need to go out, find more chemicals. Where I'm going to get those chemicals, I couldn't say. What's going on? What's going on here? I'm not touching the keys at all. I think I've got a bit of an input problem. Can I get back to the workbench? Will that solve this input problem? Back. That was strange. Oh, a plant.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Can I water it? I could just bring it over here and water it.
The flower's dying.
I know it's dying.
It needs water.
Right. I need a Let's go find chemicals. Dr. Swansea.
Not now.
Oh, okay. Clearly does not want to be disturbed. Oh, a box. Small bottles. See, this looks like a storeroom. Space is in short supply, and it's just packed with boxes and furniture. Hello, nurse.
It's locked, all right.
This one's not a long letter. Oh, sorry, you didn't see me take that. Hello, sis. Oh, 27th of October from Birmingham. Hello, sis. How are things in a big city? Here in Brum, things are not so good. It seems the flu is here again, and we've had many new cases of infection in the neighbourhood. Do you remember Miss Schaller? The old drinking hag from the 3rd floor? She passed away 2 days ago, and her flat is already occupied again. Jeez, you'd have to pay me a huge amount of money to go to sleep in a bed in which a woman died of the flu just a few hours ago. Bloody hell, a lot of money indeed. Sorry, I did not take time to quickly answer your last letter. Between taking care of little Paul, Mum and Dad, my job at the factory, I rarely find time to write to my favourite sister. By the way, my son says hello to his Auntie Pippa. You should see the little bugger, already driving me mad. His mum says you bring back some of those marvellous cakes the next times you come back home. In your last letter, you told me you thought about quitting your job at Pembroke Hospital. I tell you, Pip, you better think twice. There are always jobs at the factory, but wages are shit. And it's boring as a day without a Oh, okay. I have a new fiancé, and no, I'm not a slut, you moral biatch, yo. You. So if you really want to quit and do something more useful than counting the dead every morning, maybe you better stay in London and join a band you told me about. The Guard or Priven. Something like that. Never heard of them, but if they're like you said, some sort of civil militia trying to make a difference, then maybe it's a good choice for you. Just be sure to let others go in front. That's how my poor Billy got killed in France, by leading too many patriots. Or patrols. Bloody war. Anyway, come back as soon as you can. Give me all the good news before that. I am your affectionate sister, Lucy, Paul, Mum and Dad. I mean, her husband has just died in France and she's got a new fiancé. Whatever helps them cope. Are you Pippa Hawkins?
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet.
We haven't.
My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How is your life in London? I've definitely not been having a nosy. Medical checkup.
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm fine, really. I just need to sleep.
Maybe I should get you that treatment for fatigue. How is your life in London? And the situation here?
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
The Spanish flu won't last forever, don't you worry.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you.
Well, that's cheerful.
But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
Look, I'm not going to tell her to get a grip. She's rightfully worried. But saying that, oh yeah, no, it didn't kill everyone, did it? That's not helping. How long have you been a nurse?
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
No, I'm not. You're right.
You're right. When dealing with such a terrible disease, one must remain humble.
Yep,
But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try our best.
exactly.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
Nurse Brannigan. The one that Dr. Tibbets did the autopsy with. How are the staff coping?
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual.
Milton?
Especially concerning doctors.
Is that who the wallet belongs to, Milton? Why especially the practitioners?
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned. Milton is not the chatty type.
Message received. Hopefully he'll like me a lot more when I return his wallet. Why is Milton so grumpy?
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis?
Wait, the photo.
Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Was it Pippa in the photo with him? Social circle. Pippa. Milton's reputation is mediocre amongst his colleagues. Can I... Yes, the wallet belongs to him. But can I see the photo? I don't believe so. That is... Ah, here we are. Photograph in a wallet. Photograph of a smiling, loving couple. Milton and Pippa forever. That's definitely her then. Are they still an item? How is the situation here at the hospital?
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
I know, I'm just going to have to MacGyver some antiseptics together, I believe. I got a few personal questions. I've noticed a note. I'm not going to say where I got it from. Definitely not rummaging in your personal locker. That you're considering leaving the hospital.
Pippa, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
You should be proud of what you've achieved, you know, helping people.
You should be proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Maybe you're right. But at the moment, I feel like we're just a cemetery waiting room.
New hints. It's felt useless as a nurse since the beginning of the epidemic. Your life in London? That hint is not going to help me. I'll leave you be for now.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Well, if I don't know where to get these chemicals, I may as well return this wallet for the moment. The ambulance driver. City needs...
It's locked, all right.
Ow. Hello. There's a body back there, and I have a sudden urge to loot it. And who might you be?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague. Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir.
Was I supposedly
I
dead?
used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean? You used to be a doctor. Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Okay, so you're no longer a practicing doctor. But you do have things to trade? What do you have to trade?
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
I hope you've got that chemical I need. Was it sodium hypochlorite? It's 15 shillings. I think I only needed 2. Can't sell weapons to you. I can sell junk and ingredients. I don't want to do that. That's only worth a shilling. I'll recycle that. Thank you. Actually, before we
Good
go
evening,
and part
Dr.
ways...
Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Yes, and you. How is life in London for you? Are you not afraid of the dead at all? Have we met before?
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
How long was I missing? And you're not a... Well, you work here for the morgue alone?
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why did the morgue close?
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Right, so they just didn't want the bodies hanging around longer than necessary. But why watch the bodies? To ward off people hoping to pick their valuables?
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Should they not be taken to the nearest mass grave themselves? You're not afraid. You're comfortable around dead bodies.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
Well, most people are uncomfortable around sort of dead flesh.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too.
Is it exotic, though?
Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
So you served during the war. And how did you get this job then, Dr. Swansea?
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Ah, Milton, whose wallet I have. I'll leave you be for now. after I ask you a few personal questions, perhaps. You said the soul leaves the body. Do you believe in life after death?
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Goodwill. Goodwill won't last.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
So the risk of immortality in this gentleman's eyes is that, well, I won't be human any longer. My humanity will go before me. I'll become a monster. So you're ready to die. I don't think you are ready to die. You've kind of accepted death is going to happen, but you want to live a long life.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No,
That
Dr.
you are.
Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Well, I will let you get to it now after I ask you a pawnbroker.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who does come in here to trade, and why would you give up being a doctor to be a pawnbroker? Did you say because you liked it more?
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases
That
can
too.
spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember?
You did say
And
you were
all
very
my
foolish.
clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
I don't know about that. I wouldn't know if I'm a good person right now. The things I might need to do. What kind of goods do you sell?
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Sure. I will... Right. For realsies this time, I'll let you get back to it.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
Right. Now, where will we find Mr. Milton? Hello. A crumpled letter. Dear love, I finally found the missing money for the fee asked by the ambulance driver to bring you to the hospital. Milton, the ambulance driver, don't worry about nothing now except getting better, for I took care of everything. I asked some of our neighbours and they told me that this Mr. Hooks is something of an honest crook. He may ask for extra money in exchange for a bed, but the bed is then guaranteed. I'm sorry I refused to pay first. I realise now that the important thing is that you get better soon. The Pembroke Hospital is a good place, I heard, despite the bad behaviour of this Milton Hooks. I promise you that everything is okay now. I'll see you in your clean bed as soon as possible. With fondest love, Nikolai. So Milton is charging people to come to the hospital in his ambulance. What about this gentleman? Shillings. Alright, let's go have a word with Milton. If we can find him. Ambulance driver? Is there an ambulance? This might be an ambulance. Are you Milton?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
Excuse
That's quite
you.
a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not
expect you to be
sure I
professional.
understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
A better... You're selling guns? Well, I found your wallet.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet, with all the money, and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all.
Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway, to remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
It's a shame. I do have a few questions. I know that you are extorting money.
Tell me why you're extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, he'll have to pay me a little fee. That's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask. The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realised I could make a fortune.
How do I stop you doing that, though? Tell me about your relationship with Nurse Hawkins.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
Bound by despair? Is that what's drawn you two together?
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You're quite a negative influence, though. Could you be fired for this relationship?
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Just so long as it doesn't get in the way of the job. And were you aware she's thinking of quitting?
Do you know that Nurse Hawkins is thinking of leaving the hospital?
That's not a surprise. We've talked about it already.
Does it not bother you?
Sometimes I think she may be right. We should run away while we can. Question is, where can we go? Where is it safe?
So you also want to leave, really? Tell me about your life in London. You don't have quite a reputation here.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues?
Probably because he extorts
Fuck
patients.
Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
It's not the hospital's fault, though. It's not the people within the hospital. Well, you're smuggling weapons, clearly.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Protect their health by taking the health of another. How is the situation around here, from your perspective?
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful.
Nah, I
We lack
expected that.
everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Yep, I'll give you that one. And you're an ambulance driver, correct?
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Most of the time. Well, clearly it sounds like you've had it rough.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden. but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
I think he really didn't leave a sick patient, but more of a... dodged a bullet with a skull. The sanitary situation, I can already tell, is pretty poor.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
The locals or more skull? I shall have a look at your wares.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
So, you do have a shotgun. And a couple of common parts and things. I cannot sell to you any of my weapons. Well, we've completed an investigation.
Battalion of Pembroke.
What have we here? Now, let's go see if we can craft the treatment for fatigue. Nope, oh no, I can. Yes, finally. Now, let's go find Nurse Crane. Bring the medicine to her. She was the one that asked for it.
Reads me like a book.
Nurse Crane.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.